That broke.
How did that happen? It's been in my case. We're live anyways.
We're live right now?
Yeah, I had to go live so I could see the... I don't know how that happened. What's up, you guys? So, apologies while I get this camera angle right. We are doing it old school right now with camera phones. What's up? What's up? So, I can't cue our intro or our outro or any of those fun things because we are camera phoning. And I just have to find a good angle so you guys can see, since we're on one camera, what's up in Vegas.
Should be. This should be interesting. A $29 airbrush.
Okay, I have it just on your face right now while I figure out this part.
I think I don't even need it. I think I just fix this airbrush. Right?
What?
Yeah, shoot. I don't even need to use this hose. It's the same.
1 second, you guys. I'm not reading any comments. I'm trying to put you up on our secondary location.
I have so many airbrushes. Like, I need to send these in to get all the bushings cleaned out and new. All right. So what we got?
What's up, Jen?
It's called Master Airbrush. Model G233 set. It looks like a quick disconnect. Or no, that's just like a regulator thing. Right? It is quick disconnect. Shoot. And get a little air in here.
So you're gonna probably have to speak up because I don't have the mic on it.
Alright, and it comes with 3 different size needles. Needles. I'm assuming this is the smallest one, the medium is in here, and then the bigger 0.5. This is for, like, if you want to really use it almost like a spray paint. This is. I'm just gonna test what's in here. Excuse me. It feels pretty heavy. Compared to the Eclipse. Like when you hold it, like this is way lighter than this. It almost feels like it wants to fall over. I'm not really digging that too much.
So what is it that you look for in an airbrush?
How light it is. I used to have one called a Crescendo. That thing had to weigh probably a pound or 2. It was the heaviest, most. I don't like this. I don't like this. This little thing should be a lot bigger. The trigger. This little thing. It feels weird. In my hands, like my finger. It just real see like it almost falls over when you're not even holding on to it.
No.
So let's get this quick disconnect on here.
We're taking everyone saying hi to Moon now. He's here. He's got 2 friends over. What's up, JJ? Everyone who says hi.
Oh, I'm gonna have to turn that on.
Let me go ahead and do
Let's
that.
see if this works in this one. No. It does. Oh. Alright. Oh, yeah, these are like. I don't see why this wouldn't be a decent airbrush. Because what is this? This is the 2. This is like for super fine detail. You guys probably won't be able to see that, so I'm not even gonna worry about taking it out there.
Judy! Is there anything I can help with? Slight amount of noise, even though you guys probably can't hear it from over there. That is the compressor filling with air.
Alright. I'm just gonna use black. What are we looking like here? Let's move this. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody had an awesome St. Patrick's Day. We had a blast.
Then we have the Memorial of Life.
Yeah, that was pretty rough day for Ron yesterday. I'm sure today. Alright. I guess I have airbrushes, like it's like a little graveyard over here. I really need to get those cleaned out and fixed.
Jen said she saw you dancing.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Hi, Kathy. Anyone that has
Pretty sure you
Snapchat.
recorded everything that I was doing last night, which.
I got cake faced.
Alright, here we go. Let's and when I got this in the box, this was off. This was just all willy-nilly. Like they didn't package it very well. So I'm gonna take this off because I don't like that. This is just for texture. I wouldn't take this off if you're a beginner because you will hit that needle on there and you will ruin that needle.
A bent needle is a horrible needle. Did that airbrush come with the compressor too?
Oh no. No. It was $29. I'm just gonna use golden black, carbon black. That's just the best stuff to use for practicing and all that stuff.
Cass.
You should see the little guide that it came with. Let me see what I got here.
Mike's telling Jen and Dan to go to Lizard Lounge.
They do not want to go to Lizard Lounge.
He said, and you're welcome.
We could, but I don't know.
Dan
All
says, I'm going wherever E and J say. Oh, Jeff's jamming out, by the way.
Yeah, this needle is thin. All right. Why am I feel like I'm nervous for some reason.
Well, you haven't used a different airbrush in a long time.
Y'all?
Looks legit from over here.
Like, I am very surprised about this. Well, see that? Like, the Eclipse, I'm talking right when you pull that back, the paint comes out. This has a slight delay, but I'm wondering if it's just, yeah.
No, it wasn't with the compressor. This compressor we got a long time ago. It's about on its last leg, as a matter of fact.
You see this better? See, the closer you get. This is what I'm concerned about here.
They can't see that.
They can't see that? Yeah, they can.
I mean, they can see where it is, but it's not close enough to see that sputter.
Let's see if we can get over here.
Would you consider this an entry-level airbrush?
Well, can you guys see those little sputters there? And I'm just wondering if it's just because it's a brand new needle. I would say yeah. Like I would almost be like, hey, spend $30 on this, because that way, if you do end up liking it and using it and just practicing with it, it'll be a good airbrush to practice with. I might just need to turn the air up.
What do you want me to make it do?
No, it's right here. I can do it. But this is pretty good. Like, I'm not mad at it. Wow. Yeah, I don't know about that. The sputters. I'm concerned about that. But then again, this was a little loose. This little bolt thing. Look.
Tia said if I tried just that, it'd be a hot mess for sure. So, do you have... Okay. Some people are saying it's pixelated. So I'm going to try to turn on the Wi-Fi on here, so it may freeze for just a second. And you guys let me know if it's better or worse. Okay, hold on.
Very, very sketchy from far away.
Hey, Clara. So these are some of the exercises Jeff uses a lot. He'll have,
I just turn the air up a little bit. You can actually hear that difference. And I'm wondering if it's my paint too, because this paint's pretty old paint.
so when Jeff warms up, he always does the little dots over there. Doink, doink,
I mean,
doink.
it's just it's to get your basically your finger, your mindset of off and on, off and on. This airbrush is a dual action. So when you press down, it's just air, and then when you pull this back, you get the paint. And the more you pull back, the more paint comes out.
It sounds sputtery, like once you...
Well, that's just a lot of paint coming out.
Oh, okay. Right, Jen? Bye, Clara. Thanks for coming in.
And a lot of these exercises doing this, you can add to them. They help you, like let's say I just did these, then I would try to, see that? That means there should not be paint coming out of this. That means the needle has moved. I don't know. this does.
What up, T-Fox? What's up?
And this is another thing with these airbrushes. Oh, that's really not tight either. If you take this needle out, that paint is going to want to fall out of the tip there, because it's gravity fed. So always be careful when you're messing with your needle to clean it. Try to not drip that on your shoes or your floor or whatever. I've never used one with this little thing back here. And I'm not sure exactly what that does. No, you know what I think it is it's like a governor on a car. You turn it so if the needle will hit it and you're not going to go back as far. It's like slowing you down if you want that.
Jen said, I hate it when it drips on my shoes too.
Oh boy.
So many TWs.
But no, what I was saying was a lot of these, if you notice, I was just doing lines. Do lines, and then when you do these little curved things, it gives you a template to stay inside those lines. And then when you have these lines, then you could do the dots in the middle. Bigger, smaller, whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Let me see, just outline.
Do you have your Iwata hooked up?
All I have to do is just hook it up.
I don't know if it's like cleaned out and stuff. If you want to show the difference.
I wouldn't do that because I know this one is it needs to be cleaned up really well. And then like stuff like this on the insides here, you can practice your fades.
I'm glad you're here, Miss Gail. Hi, Scarlett. Great looking Stacy. Hi, Spooky Kitty.
Spooky Kitty. Alright, let's oh, you know what I wanted to do?
Test the tint, see if it'll work.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the tints.
I'm gonna try one.
Alright, this is I haven't showed you guys one of these yet. But these are amazing for doing eyes and nose, mouth, lips. A lot of people, when they do portraits, they want to make a hard edge, like for a nose or for the bridge or for the eyebrow, and there's really not a hard line, on a nose. It's rounded, it's curved, and this thing really helps with those kind of situations. And masking off an area, this is called a hand stencil. And you don't need to be sit here like spraying it, because you can just spray a little bit and it's there. And that's what this does, is it puts paint where you want it, and it protects it from where you don't want it. Let's see here. You see there's that little dip right there in the eye. I think it's just paint is just drying up on here.
Hey, Terry.
It's not very quick. Like, I need it to be quicker than this. You see that? See how it sputters like that? That's not good. I think it's just because this paint is drying up.
Cara wants to know, do you control the thickness of the lines by moving the airbrush closer and further away?
You can. Like if you notice, like I said before, when you pull back just a little, their paint will come out. And the farther away, the softer the line. Pull more back, you get a little heavier line. Pull even farther back, you can get, good sized line. This needle in here is a pretty fine needle, so this needle's for more tight up close airbrushing.
Linda says that looks just like my eye. How did you know?
And there's a part right here where the shadow or the eye socket. A lot of people will they get a little carried away and they'll do a line because they see a line. This thing is perfect for doing stuff like that. Let's see here, which way do I want to do that? And if you hold it away from the canvas, you've got to know where this paint's going to go before you start doing stuff like this. But you just barely hit that because the paint is going to go on there, and it gives it a definite line, but there's not a hard line. This is not as fast as I would wish it to be.
But for like a $30 airbrush.
It's not bad for a $30 airbrush. Yeah, it's not responsive. That's the term I was wanting to use. I'm not sure about using it for something like it. It would be a great backup airbrush if something happens with airbrush.
Do you think it'll be a good airbrush to test out? I'm just gonna zoom in on what you're doing right now.
Is that an alarm?
No, it's that crane. Will you tell them what you're doing?
Right now I'm just doing like little highlights, scratching off the paint with the X-Acto blade. You want to stay away from using white, especially on a whiteboard, because then it just starts to get cartoony looking. You can use X-Acto blades. I love this eraser. It's an old school pen eraser, which they're pretty hard to find unless you save some. Anytime I see them, I buy like 2 or 3 just in case they like either run out or I can't find them in my normal spots. The eraser is good for a softer, like this part right here. It doesn't look like it's making a difference, but there's definitely a difference there. for the insides of the eye. See that? For a little glare action.
Jerry said he was hoping to see you do something like this. Judy wants to know, how much should one expect to pay for a decent airbrush?
At least $150 to $200.
Oh my goodness, Lisa, he will not do makeup. I've tried.
It's so different. It's not the same. See, and the eraser. You see that? The eraser is good for these the little dips that you don't really understand. And I always tell people, if you don't think it matters, do it, because it does matter. Stuff like this, just a little highlight, just just a little pop. It always helps it. Let's see here. I got my
what kind of eraser is that?
it's a pen eraser, I believe, because it's very coarse. You can also use, obviously, just a regular eraser. This is a little softer, and then you can also use, which does amazing for stuff like this, is the kneaded eraser. This gives it obviously a texture. It's a very coarse eraser, so it's gonna remove the paint immediately. With this, you can actually do a soft, like up here, do a soft erase, and I'll show you what a kneaded eraser is. It's a very, very soft eraser that cleans itself. Oops. I don't know. Here we go. Okay. So this is what a kneaded eraser. It's back to its old self. Somebody was making these and they changed it up and I didn't like it. But this is a very soft eraser. And when you use it a lot, use it like in pencil and charcoal and stuff. And you do this and it cleans itself. It's amazing, but it does fill up, so you definitely have to watch it. And this is another thing. With airbrush, if you want it white, try not to paint in that area. Obviously, you're gonna get a little overspray. That's what these things are good for. Make where your white is, try to leave that, like I did with that the little reflection, and then you can go back in and erase it or scratch it out, and it just gives it a more realistic look. And it's easier to erase. These eyelashes are terrible.
I want those eyelashes. Hi, Nene. Lisa just said I love those lashes. Like right before you said that.
And see, this is fun too. You can use airbrush for the eyes if you want, but if you want a little more control, you can use a colored pencil or a paintbrush or whatever.
Did you say you were going to add a link to something?
A link?
Yeah, dude.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
I will go on our Amazon and add the links to...
Yeah, I just got this yesterday. So you guys are seeing it for the first time.
I'm glad they got there, Nene. Oh, Vamp has the link. Everybody's talking about those erasers they thought they quit making like 30 years ago.
Now the kneaded ones, yeah.
Apparently they changed the formula. By the way.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. And you know what's funny is, I always thought that the shadow, like you see this shadow, watch, it makes a big difference when you put it in here. But this shadow is actually the shadow from the eyelashes. So if this isn't too dark already, like I've already done, you can just make these little shadows like that, and that's what really makes it look a little bit more realistic. But this is what's always fun, is this part here. And you don't need a lot of paint, you're just missing right over this.
So the substrate is the same board we did the spray paint on the other day. It's just a white panel masonite or MDF board.
Where am I? Where's my circle something?
The sand kind. Alright, while he's doing that, I'm going to show Sherry. Never mind, he's back.
And normally whenever I do eyeballs, I guess it depends on the look. But if you're trying to make it look like the eyeball's going in back of this eyelid, you would take this, find your area that you like, put it right there, then put your template up, so that when you do spray that, it protects that part right there, and it gives it a really nice effect, like a realistic effect. I made it to where this is just above it, so I'm not even going to worry about it. You also have to worry about, when you're doing something like this, not to spray a lot, because you will get a line here and you will get a line here, here, and here. So you always have to be careful for that. So if you're real nervous about stuff like that, if you're not comfortable, if you're not confident, put this up here and then just put a piece of tape here, right here. Just, that's all you got to do. Just take time to protect your space there.
It's a white MDF board.
I shouldn't have done that. Now, this doesn't take very well to these prickles, and these are Prismacolor. Prismacolor is good, but on this paint, it doesn't like this paint.
It's so insanely real. I keep blinking when he pokes her eyeball.
I would definitely recommend this airbrush to newbies. Like, if the people are watching right now that make this, it's a decent job. I love to make the shadows from these little eyelashes. You can like bring those down.
Tia says, damn Jeff, you're so talented.
Thank you.
Teresa says, this is great. Lisa says, Jeff, you're so freaking amazing. Morning, Donna Parker and Adelaide. Welcome, Pamela. No worries.
You see, and you can always take your X-Acto blade and just do one line. Just try to do it fast, because if you try to do these slow, you'll probably take a little bit too much paint away. You know, makes those eyelashes look like they're coming right out of the eyeball there. See, it's just all about little details. This paint is coming off real easy.
Penny, we got this off of Amazon, and I'm gonna add all the things that he's using in today's video into our Amazon storefront. That's gonna be linked down under this video, so you guys can see it all in one place. Sherry, I thought the fact that you made a coaster into a nightlight was brilliant. She took one of our clear coasters, B, and like made it a nightlight, and it's gorgeous because it's transparent. You can see all the brilliant.
Like, I'll show you what I was talking about by using this as a stencil that it will definitely get. So let's say you're just making a little sphere. You want to make it look like a ball. See, it looks like there's like no paint, you know, on any of those circles. What's wrong?
You need to raise your.
Oh wow. I think it's actually moving. Hold on a second, y'all. Sorry about that. Oh wow, that was like really. Let's try that again. All right. So let's say you're doing the. This is a. This reminds me of like way back when I first started airbrushing. See, the farther I get back, the lighter. You get closer, it's gonna be darker. And see, it looks like I don't get any paint over there, but you get all of these little lines that will royally piss you off.
You guys, he does the best like bubbles. Light source game on fleek. Oh my god, fleeks was a word at one point. Remember that?
Yeah, I
It's not going to be a thing.
I never once used that term.
Listen. It's true. He is very modest, Lisa. Please don't let it be a thing. I won't let it be a thing. I'm so glad you liked it, Miss Scarlett. And she used the Klaus cap for her first
Oh, nice.
spray paint. You can finish writing my name on that. It's to super fine. I'll have to check that out, Scarlett. So, you guys, if I brought out all of our coasters and convinced Jeff to airbrush whoever's name on it that bought it, would that be something y'all would be interested in?
Why do I not like that big dude?
I think it'd be a great way to get like something unique done. Oh, it doesn't look like I have to convince anybody though.
Ooh, I need to work on my lettering.
Absolutely, Penny.
There's certain letters that I just don't. You know, like.
Oh yeah, Tyson? Sherry, I was just saying, what if next time we do like a coaster sale, if I could talk Jeff into airbrushing like names onto the piece or coaster.
This is a good thing here.
You know, I know it doesn't have the functionality that your Iwata does, but it looks like if you're a novice just wanting to play around,
What I would do
awesome
if you get
price.
this airbrush, I would put the 0.5 in there. Let me see if we can just tell the difference between these needles. Like you should be able to tell a big difference.
Nene, I have it on order.
Yeah, you'll be able to tell. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. But all right, this is the 5, and this is the 2.
Yes, you do, Mike.
It doesn't look like a big difference. I don't know if they can see that. This is 0.2 and this is 0.5. That tapering is
Yeah.
a
I'm sure they
big
can see it.
difference. Like, and if you even touch this on your canvas, you're gonna bend this. You're gonna bend this needle.
Scarlett, you're definitely part of the fam.
It's funny because he didn't give it this.
Right, Jen?
I think I want to do the.
I brought the... Can you test that paint before you...
Just what?
The Color Obsession tint?
Oh yeah, I was trying to think of
So you guys, right now, what we're about to do is see if I can get... Sandy said cut that eye out. I would buy it. He paints eyes like nobody's... And he's so quick at it.
I've been doing it for 30 years.
30 years.
30 years.
So next we're going to see if we can get the... Color Obsession. Let me grab it.
I just hope it doesn't.
Happy check. Mesmerizing. It's pretty thin paint.
I know, but it's what the kind of paint it is. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But at least it's on a $30. So we're gonna put some of this Bondi blue from Color Obsession in there. All right, it's a full pipette. So how much do you want in there?
Just-
Fill it?
Yeah. You're not gonna fill it with that little pipette.
You want another dollop?
Yeah, because I'm gonna probably just go over all this stuff. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly think that this
He said hi.
air pressure is like a little bit too much, but we'll be alright.
All right, where are you going? Down there?
Like, it's obviously gonna go through this.
It's working. Y'all.
Yes, I need to tighten up this. And it's funny too because I rarely, like all my airbrushes, you can see I do not, where's mine at? Like I don't ever keep this on there. And this is heavy too, like
This is regular
This
one.
adds weight. But it's definitely feels different, you know, because there's nothing here that, let's see here.
I know. His vet appointment's tomorrow. I'm so excited. Oops, sorry. I know. He's getting checked out tomorrow. He's going in front of his nutritionist and the vet. Love that beautiful color. Awesome blue. That color with aqua's bananas. Terry says, Jeff, thanks for doing this. I've been waiting on it for a long time.
You're welcome. I just don't know how it's gonna dry. It looks pretty good.
Now what he's doing is scraping off some of that color to bring that highlight back in.
Yeah.
I know. So Moo's current position is right there, watching everything on the table. Thank you, Laura Taylor. Definitely need to do more of these videos. I'd love to learn how to do this. So my thinking with trying the Color Obsession,
I mean, it's dry. Like it's crazy.
so the thought process is that if I can find a way to integrate, there's no other in terms of my general knowledge. There's no other paint that's specifically for resin that can go through an airbrush gun that I know of. And you don't want to water something down because then you're going to weaken your resin, right? So since I know that this works, we're going to try to spray it over and into resin and see if we can create a new look to show you guys. Because, you know, we're always down to find something new to debut for you guys because you don't want everything to just always be the same, and that gets tired. This specific color is Bondi Blue from Color Obsession. It's a tint. Yeah, Wanda, he's got a bronchial infection.
It's like very, very transparent. Like this is way too much. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit.
The air pressure.
Yeah. Like I can barely even get close to it, and you see it does the little spider thing. You should just pull back a little bit.
So Shane, I don't know if it's gonna bleed on resin, but we're going to test it. Basically, Linda. My arting is super inadequate now. Thanks, Jeff. That was from Mike Reed.
Oh. Taking me back to my airbrush days.
You're too kind, Tia. Wow, Jeff, genius. That would be so cool. Can pigments be used in mediums other than resin? Penny, it really depends on what medium it is and what its base is, you know. I wouldn't recommend using a paste. You could possibly do the alcohol spritz with the powder pigment. That would probably work fine. Yeah, love this. Even scraping off paint the right way is still shading the right way. Agreed, Terry. So Liz, my idea is that I'm going to try to airbrush something and then resin over it and see if that works with the spritzing of the alcohol, and not alcohol, the tint. And I'm also going to I'm going to try to use the color in the airbrush to spray into resin and see if that works. So I'm going to do like a two-way test. That's what we're thinking about doing, Jen. Blue fire. I love how this looks with this like pattern going through the painting part. Also, my name's over there twice. Look how that looks like it's just floating right there. Because of that other circle looks like a shadow on here. Carol says they're demolishing the house next door. I just had to call the owners, tell them to keep the noise down. I'm watching ATD here, people.
Yeah.
Hi, Sue. You're too kind, Jen. Thanks for tuning in, Lisa. So, looks like a winning test. I'm so excited that that worked. Hi, Kim.
I'm blown away.
That sounds awesome, Barb. While doing, I don't know what, I'm going to take you down and show you the compressor where the name of it is. Hi, baby Moose. Hi, baby Moose. I know it. We're going to get you all taken care of tomorrow, okay? It's a good boy. Know it. Okay. So here's the compressor. Model 140 and all the extra information. It has an Iwata sticker on it, but it has nothing to do with the actual piece. Jeff also put that sticker there. There's a warning label, but other than that, it's not marked. So I have no idea other than this information. I can call the basic, you know, everything. It's pretty small, like that's my hand. Oh, you moved. Hi, little bear.
Are you showing them the spot?
I was showing them Moo's little perch and what kind of compressor you're using.
Oh yeah, it's a nice little compressor.
This is our setup in here. I know, I was trying to keep it moving. Thank you, Pamela. He is a sweet little Moo. does that look?
Man, I really like these pens.
Is that the Posca?
Pretty smooth.
Bye, Bian. Doing?
Seeing what this was going to do on this board. Okay.
Night, happy chick. Do you want a different color to try? Or are you good with that one? Sorry, Jen. I'm on I'm on the phone. So, I'm filming from the phone, not that I'm on the phone. But I'll try to keep it still so it doesn't do that.
What's wrong? Uh-oh.
Thank you, Kim. He's rather talented at the eyes and all the other things. Okay, that looks like neon.
I mean, it's pretty responsive. I mean, it's to use the new lettering. Although I did forget that this is
Resin paint.
resin paint.
Night, Penny.
Yeah, once you get to it, it'll start to sputter.
Sulu asks, can you ask Jeff how you know if it's clogging up? Does it sputter?
Yes, you'll get like a, let's see. That is obviously not clogged, but if you're painting and it does this, like without me doing that, then it's clogged and you probably should clean. You can take this off and the paint won't come out. It just exposes the needle more, the cone. And just all you have to do is just lightly, or you can get maybe like a piece of toilet paper and just kind of wipe it off. You just stay away from, getting rough with that because that'll definitely damage that needle.
So Liz wants to know, is it sputtering more or less with the Color Obsession tint or same?
It's really not. I mean, and if you see, you do one consistent line and there's not.
Not one spot.
Yeah.
So would you say this airbrush is working better with this rather than the airbrush paint? But that could be because it was an older paint, though.
Yeah, I've had that paint for probably a year or two, so.
JJ said, damn, Jeff, with a little practice, you could do this for a living.
Right?
How do you clean it?
I just use a water bottle. Right here. I don't know if I can clean this stuff with water. I'll probably have to get some alcohol. Let's see.
Could it work with alcohol inks as well?
Yeah, of course. Anything that can go through an airbrush, it'll work. If it's thin enough. Let's see if it's not gonna come off. And there's like still paint in there. Like airbrush, you don't use a lot of paint. This is good practice here too.
That's one of the ones you had me do.
That's practice for, you know exactly where this paint is going to go right when you spray it. Especially this far back. So yeah, I think I have to get alcohol to clean this out.
They are Sulu. They're under Color Obsession tints. This is a dirty bottle, but this color in particular is Bondi Blue. You can see it's just a vibrant, bright blue. Sherry says, now I want one, darn it. Well, this particular airbrush is only $29. I'll link it on. Sorry, I was prepping boards earlier. This one's only $29. So I'll have to link a compressor. It does not come with it, but an expensive compressor depending on how big you want the compressor and
this is the thing.
how much noise.
Don't try to get the cheapest compressor because you want it to last a little while.
They will overheat.
These things you airbrush so much that I've killed so many compressors.
You okay, Moose? So that's how he cleans it out. What do you? That's alcohol.
This is just alcohol, yeah.
So what are you doing with that?
I'm just like pushing the. What's that? It so that it backs up. But you want to pull that needle back too, because the needle's exposed now. But if you pull back, then it goes back into the airbrush, and then you can put your finger and tap it so that it goes back up into the airbrush itself, and it cleans that out.
Yes, Lynn, I have more on order.
So you can spray that, and there's no paint in there.
So our surgery is tomorrow. Scarlett. How long of a surgery is that?
She gets a new knee, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be awesome. All right. Well,
Linda, give it a shot. Just make sure it's a thin paint that has no corrosive properties.
And always take your needle. Be careful, clean your needle off.
Teresa, oftentimes cheap compressors do mean loud compressors.
Exactly. Just pour it right down. Yeah, and if there's anything that's in there, it'll flush that out.
Jeff, can a beginner get by with the Propel cans?
I wouldn't. That's
Me too, Sherry.
like what's happening is I guess it depends on the kind of airbrush. I was thinking he was talking about a external mix where the air goes over the airbrush, and that was one of my first airbrushes. You could, but it's not going to last very long. Those cans, and they've been known to explode. So I don't know. I never wanted to use those. You can try it if you wanted. I never was a fan of those.
We will absolutely pray for you, Miss Scarlett. Absolutely, Miss Scarlett.
Well, there you go.
They were hanging out up there for a couple hours, Scarlett. That's awesome, Linda. Let me know what brand it is so I can link it for everyone. Welcome back, Doris. This is what you missed.
There you go. Not bad. Not bad for a...
So the stamp of approval then on this little guy?
I would give this airbrush, let's say, one is bad. 10, big smile. I would say this is probably a 7.
That's not bad for
a $30 airbrush. That's pretty amazing.
Cindy, we got this one at Home Depot, and usually we'll just have them cut it down into test pieces on it, but this one we wanted larger so that we can practice airbrushing and things like that. So we kept that one larger. Scarlett, please give Carrie thanks, Liz. Last night was crazy, Debbie. Thank you so much, Eva. The can of air lasts about 15 minutes tops. I did not.
This is the thing. You could get good at it, but you only get to a certain point because of the usage, because of what it is. You know. You're only as good as your worst supply. So, I would definitely spend a little money, get a decent compressor.
Y'all, he can't talk and doodle. Yeah. Scarlett says, Mr. Jeffrey, you make it seem like $1,000 airbrush.
Oh, thank you.
Agreed, Jen, but I already have my stylist coming to town and make it purple, so no go on the green hair. She'll be here on the 25th. I'll look into that, Scarlett. Thank you, Lisa. If you guys are interested, Jeff will paint you an eye on what's the smallest size you do.
Something like that. But it'll be a bigger eyeball.
Right.
Those are always fun. One thing. So, you know, the nose, another eye, eyebrows, all that other stuff. See, this is always takes me back to when I first started drawing, whenever I start doing stuff like this. So my art ADD is just in full effect.
I'm going to put the camera down. Sorry, y'all. I turned my internet off so that it would stop buffering.
All right.
I am going to go lavender. So, we got anything else to chat about? Good. All right, you guys. Hopefully tomorrow we will fireball for all. Tomorrow we will be. You wanna get down, baby miss? You wanna get down? You can come over here. Oh, I know it. My tired little lion.
I love this little area.
Come on.
I'm excited about making it.
Okay. You know, moo yawns. So, pay no mind to the mess. We got more resin in, got canvases in, sending orders out, orders, and all the paint. These are the tints. Let me put him down. These are the tints that'll work in the airbrush. Not those. Maybe those. I don't think so. And then my beautiful flowers from Jen. I tried to dye my own of these. I failed, but I'm going to show you guys a video of that. I'm working on editing that down. Anyways, y'all. It's that time to say goodbye.
Says bye.
Amanda Bangs.
Hope it was a little educational.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for showing up, y'all.
Here's the eye, Donna. Unfortunately, she'll probably be buffed over. But Jeff will paint more eyes on request. So if you want your very own eye painted, send me an email, thornton@artistilldeath.com. 2 T's, 2 L's. I gotta take this little stinker out. We have a vet appointment at 10 in the morning, and then we'll be going live at 2 in the afternoon, as we do every Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central Standard, Dallas, Texas, United States. Universe time. We had a great time with you guys tonight. I gotta take him out, but be kind to one another. You never know what someone may be going through, and we will see y'all. Okay. We'll see y'all at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Bye. I know.